Hey, welcome everybody. Good evening or good morning. Welcome to the show. Let's start this off. What's happening? Okay. Natasha, hello. Good job yesterday. Thank you. I was a little bit nervous. Yeah, I don't know. We have this new symbols. I guess it's something new on YouTube or Streamlabs. I don't even know what's happening, but it's awesome, I think. Awesome new symbols here. Green, welcome. Keegan, hello. I'm not a celebrity yet. Or, I was when I was working with Tom Cruise, but no. Hey, story about massacre. I'm not familiar. Which story is that? Maybe, I don't know. Is there some news, or is that a book, or some old news? I don't know. You let me know. Chaz, morning. Such a hardworking story. Now I need to know. I need to know that. Is that a story? Okay, I'm gonna search for it. Joey, good to see you. Fisher, hello. Good morning. I did great. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Liquidity at overnight lows. Well, I don't even know what to say. Nvidia earnings really changed everything. I mean, it was expected. Like, everybody was definitely bullish on the earnings report on Nvidia, for sure. So, Joy is in YM. I haven't even checked YM since a while. I need to look at it. Okay, do I have the chart? Oh, yeah, same. Yeah. Same. Bree, hello. Oh, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I think it was great. I was actually nervous a little bit because I didn't really know what they were expecting me to talk about. What kind of topics should I be diving into? Like, should I do technical analysis more, or should I trade about the trading mindset or stuff like that? So I wasn't really sure. But I kind of did both. So I tried to fill that 1 hour with as much talk as I could. I enjoyed it. I really did. So today I will be on again, it seems like. so yeah. We are gonna be there today as well. Marco, good morning. Farhad, hello. Good morning there. Okay. We need to see these levels here. Just a quick look on the mini. Okay, this could be interesting. Low is 625. That's 6. Okay, so we do have a lower low here. Not a big deal. 709.75. 709.25. Okay. I'm looking at the 15-minute chart as well. We have a possible sell side liquidity. I wouldn't really call this Asia low, but I guess we can, because it's just almost at the same area like this one here at 8 p.m. So let's go with Asia low at 706. 709 would be the low-hanging fruit there. So I'm just gonna put an Asia low at 709.25. Okay. Jazz. I couldn't remember what channel it was. Oh, MyFundedTV, MyFundedFutures TV. If you just type in to YouTube that MyFundedFutures TV, you will find it. Easy. Oh, it's still Wednesday there. Pablo, yeah. Still Wednesday. I'm in the future again. Okay, let's. Previous day high is actually an Asia high. You know, guys, what's the issue here? We had such a big move overnight, and after the daily reset, that you know, it might be a ranging London session again. Could be just accumulating, but you know what I do? I'll look for some levels, some targets, some significant levels here. There is a nice level actually down at 758. Otherwise, there's one more up. Oh, okay, it got broken. Okay, that was this move. So this was broken. That was swept. Okay, that was swept. I'm gonna explain what I'm looking for here real quick. Okay. I like this one. This is the one that I really like. Open of this candle is 58. Nice. Order block. Okay. We have a few gaps here and there. One is at 86 area. So if you guys wanna, you know, go crazy on it, then obviously you can. All right, all is good. I just set up everything on my end. Are we making money tonight? Hey, just my style. I hope we will. I would really love to get into a trade. So, yeah, I hope we will make some money here. Hey, Jacques, good painting today. Yeah. This is art, you know. This is just art. We like art. Pare, hello, good morning. Yeah, the market broke through like it was never there, you know. Naomi, hello. Hey. Thank you guys, by the way, to drop in of yesterday's My Funded TV. Yannick's, hello. I'm gonna be there today as well. 11:30 Eastern Standard. Check in. Karsten, good morning. Hey, don't worry. It was awesome. It was awesome. Thank you so much for dropping in. Wishing you all the best for today and tomorrow and the rest of the week. I enjoyed it really much. So I had to drink a second coffee to be able to speak, but it it was cool. I was a little bit nervous, but it was awesome. Amadeo, good morning. Jacques is saying this is NVIDIA manipulation. It could be. It can very well be. Very nasty price action, to be honest. Jeff, hey, Jeff Koski, what up? Yeah. Yeah, I was yeah, the latest show, if you it's technically still on, you know, you can check the VOD, but I'll be there today as well. Just my style. I'll be there today and tomorrow, and for now it seems like I'll be there. Well, we'll see, but they told me if the people like me and they like what I say, I might be there as a host throughout all next month. It depends on the viewers and the mods, and of course what they like or not. I don't know. But this week is a test run for me. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And if they like me, I can stay for next month. I'm on TV. Yeah, I was very excited as well. I mean, I was nervous as we started. I was definitely nervous. It was even hard for me to find the words because, you know, I was a little bit tired as well, so I had to drink some coffee, and I didn't feel that kind of, you know, thing like maybe when I started streaming like years ago on my own channel, and I was like, oh man, I'm nervous again. What is happening with me, you know? Because now I'm absolutely like I'm just chilling here. But yesterday I was like, oh man, like we were having like 1,000 viewers or more. I don't know, at some point. My Funded Futures TV or My Funded TV, Pare. You can just type it into YouTube. My Funded TV, My Funded Futures TV. It's My Funded Futures new stream show, just like Top Step has it. Now TRADEIFY is gonna have their own show, so I think I guess this is gonna be a trend now with the bigger prop firms. Everybody's gonna have their own stream, which is a thing, I guess, from now. No, they didn't pay me. They didn't pay me for this. But not gonna lie, it has been mentioned, obviously, and I'm doing this online presence, including my YouTube channel as a business. It has been mentioned that money is or will be involved if they like me and if I stay. And there are other ifs, so there can be money involved, but you know. We talked about this. That's it. That's all. I didn't get paid for now, so no payment. But I was super excited. Yeah, I mean, it's a good. It's always good to, you know, engage with new people, and it helps to build the community here as well. And why not, you know? I remember I'm not sure if you guys know Grant Cardone. He's a motivator in real estate, but that's the thing. I was reading a lot of stuff from him years ago, and you know, when he started out, when they called him to fly from Los Angeles to New York for a BBC appearance for just 2 minutes, he took it. Why? Because he wanted to build his brand. So that clicked to my mind, not just now, but you know, years ago. Like if I can build up this community a little bit faster, and if I can engage with more people online, then why not take the chance? So I just took it. Whatever happens from here on out, you know, even if I'm not appearing there anymore. But I hope I will. Okay, let me read the chat real quick. I did great on my funded. Thank you. Very informative. Yeah, I think so. I tried. Can you please analyze SPY really quick? Amado, just a second. Do I have SPY here? Oh. Hold on the other chart. This is not it. The problem is I'm not subscribed to this. I'm pretty much I'm having a delayed information. This is what you were looking for? Hold on, just a second. Let me read the chat real quick. I'll be right there, Amado. Are we going lower? Just a second, Amado. I'm gonna find it. No, have a good count. Yeah, oh yeah. Be bold like Donald. Tom doesn't stress. Yeah. Morning, Robert. Hello. There's something going around bothering the rooms. Oh, really? Yeah, this was NVIDIA earnings. There's just something yesterday when I was sleeping. Oh. Cardone ICT. I was just reading 10x rule and sell or be sold, and I don't even know what I was reading another book too, and I watched many of his motivational videos. That's it. Wow, we are breaking a lot of levels here on SPY. Anyway, 600 is up here. So I would definitely be staying bullish while we're so close to that 600 level. And yeah, I would be staying bullish. Mostly of that, round number. And because I think this is like almost like a point of control here, it has to touch that 600 up there. So whatever happens, just go for that 600 and try to go with any kind of bullish breakout with the displacement. I would go for it. I'm sorry, but I really don't. I haven't really checked ever that asset or that market. 1% down already. Nice, nice, nice. Congratulations, Amado. Penny Stone is going down. Oh, wow, look at that. Just a second. It seems like we're approaching that order block at 758 that we pointed out. We talked about this, by the way, yesterday. At MyFundedFutures TV too. What kind of accounts do I have that I can go with here? Oh, I'd like to go with the 58 if I can, or at least down to the 60. Maybe I take a scalp here, at least on an eval if I can. Yeah, I jumped into a scalp, but I might add to it just a small position, targeting 60. I'm basically chasing it. I shouldn't do this, to be honest, but that's a nice area right there. So nothing special. I'm just looking for that same area here, which is this. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to this. I don't even have a stop here. Maybe I should. Okay. All right, let's see if we get down to that order block or not. Just scalping it. Tudor, good morning. No, we're not gonna do that, Pare. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna be. If it goes back, it's all right. It's okay. But what a move after the earnings report. What a move. Hey, Ollie, it was great. It was great. I enjoyed it very much. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm just trying to set this trade up normally. Let's see. Okay. Is that down at 58? That's down at 58. All right. That's fine. Let's see if we can get down. I might close it now. I might gonna have to close it. We'll see. Yeah, it's on YouTube. MyFundedFutures TV or MyFunded TV. You can search for the channel. It's super easy. Tariff news could also have an impact. Oh yeah, yeah. Do we have what kind of news events do we have today? Totally forgot to check it this morning. Well, Nvidia definitely put the market in a bullish phase here, and you know we might be breaking those highs. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Just a second. Awesome, Ollie. Yeah. So Asia high is still up there at 833, and I think I might close this scalp here. Yeah, court ruling against tariffs. I was reading about that. That was actually interesting. That was very, very interesting. The wind outside here is just super crazy. Very windy day indeed right now. Okay. Yeah, it could be spiking us back up there. That's why I put that Asia high. I think I'm closing this scalp trade. Yeah, could be. Could be. I was in a short. Yeah. Starts layoffs. Yeah, that's also a good strategy there. Well, you know, as long as it works, that's all that matters. Anyway, let's look at the 5-minute. It seems like a bearish breaker also on the 15-minute, but I mean, we can still go back to that Asia high, 833. Kind of looks like it, that it wants to go back. And by the way, I would like to start my indicators as well We could be just ranging throughout the London session. There's still more than 5 minutes from the 15-minute candle to close. I guess we have to wait a little bit to see a valid bearish breaker on the 15-minute. Well, as for the 5-minute, well, still interesting. Interesting drop. Why you don't show trades like Methodical, man? I saw you collaborate a few months ago. Yeah, I don't had any trade. I mean, if you're referring yesterday, right now I don't have anything. I'm still waiting. But if I enter to a trade, I will show you guys definitely. Yeah, and we are gonna do some joint stream again with Methodical, man. We talked about this. We actually have an idea to do some kind of a podcast thing as well. We have some good topics, I guess, in common. So yeah. I mean, Methodical, man. Actually, I think he's entering more trades than I am. He's more of a scalper, like not like more of a scalper, but he definitely has more trades than I do. While I try to sit around more. Yeah, I think it wants to go back up there. That's what I'm watching as well. And there was no structure shift, but I think it still wants to go back. I mean, it's just accumulating some orders, I think. Who knows? The order block is still nicely down there. I'm not sure. Yeah. The New York Open for first 60 minutes. Nice. My age. Well, 25. No. I just turned to 41 last week. I turned to 41. What can I say? I'm a boomer. Okay. So it is what it is. Rabar is saying 15-minute fair value get 50% is your target for the short. Nice. That's a good area. 15-minute. Yeah. So we're going to be having this candle closed. If we go back into this liquidity area, we could be taking a nice short from there if that's the goal. I think it could work out. And we obviously have these enormous fair value gaps. Lots of orders could be down there. Question is the London session wants to sweep those orders or just wants to squeeze the shorts up to Asia highs? Thank you, Pablo. Hey, Vinny. 41 is easy. That's easy. Okay. I don't know. We're just at midnight level, so anything can happen from here. Just at midnight. I mean, New York midnight, so maybe do we have a London Open? I think no. I mean, yeah, we have French and German bank holiday today, but we do have UK Open, so London Open is still happening. Maybe a bit of a less volume here, but London will or should. Unemployment claims 830. Okay. So that would be interesting. What age did I start trading? Well, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Robert. Trading is the hardest way to earn easy money, and I really like that sentence. You know, the hardest way to earn easy money. So, what age I was? There's two things in this story. First, when I encountered trading, I was 23 years old. 23 years old in 2007. Back then, there were no prop firms. Only Forex market mostly that was available for retail traders and shady Forex brokers, no prop firms. And so I saw this expert advisor, which is a robot, you know, an algo trading stuff, which called Fab Turbo. It's still existing. The website is still on. Fab Turbo is basically a MetaTrader for expert advisor that trades for you, right? So it's a scam. Basically, it's a huge scam, and they're still existing. It's still up there. And so in 2007, I saw their website and some video on their website that they just put this on autopilot, and the robot is making millionaires in 2 weeks, right? So I got carried away by that. I mean, oh my God, with just a laptop, you can be a millionaire in 2 weeks. I mean, I gotta try that, you know. Obviously, we know how that ended. So I tried. I got scammed. young Tom got definitely scammed. So I bought the robot for $300 or something back then in 2007. Obviously, I lost a ton of money. Real money. Real money. So then I stepped away. I said, but it was always, the bug was planted in my ear, you know, throughout the years. And then life came along, and I got back to trading in 2018. I said, I'm going to try this again. So more than 10 years later, I was like, man, I want to do this. I really like it because I was always reading stuff about trading. I was always interested. 2018 again, with personal money, of course, no prop trading. I burned myself to the ground until the pandemic. Totally. I just deposited money to the Forex brokerage, you know. My money for them was technically regular income. I just deposited the money to my personal account. So I burned myself to the ground. And then I said, after the pandemic, in my darkest times financially, I was like, man, I'm going to learn it, whatever it takes. Like Captain America said in Avengers Endgame, whatever it takes, okay? There's no turning back, no plan B. I don't care. Whatever it, I'm going to learn it. So started again, 2022, most likely, end of 21. And then I got to FTMO, got funded. It took me almost 8 or 10 months to get funded with FTMO. I was struggling. And guess what? After all that hard work to get funded with FTMO, I blew the account in 3 days. It took me only 3 days to blow up the funded account at FTMO. Anyway, I continued, and in 2023, I switched to futures and got my first payouts from TopStep, and then the stream started. I mean, I got the stream along that time, and here we are. Now in net positive, the tuition is paying off very well from trading itself. But I couldn't do it without the YouTube channel. I quit my full-time job last year in March for doing this YouTube business. And here I am. Here we are. We're just waiting for price to show us something. I think it wants to squeeze everybody, right? It wants to squeeze everybody. We have the new 15-minute candles, so now we're picking up liquidity, I guess, on that 15-minute fair value gap. So if anybody likes the idea to go short, then watch out for the 15-minute fair value gap. Let's just point out the mid-level of this. Okay. And by the way, while we are still at it, I have a very, very good guy, viewer, subscriber, Rob. Rob, I don't know if he's here, sent me an awesome video the other day. He just started out his YouTube channel with his friend, and they are making videos about prop firms. But the deal is that they made an awesome video about Bulenox flipping rule, and they really put in a hard work into that because they were asking a lot of questions from support. So if you guys are interested in that Bulenox flipping rule and what you have to be aware of with Bulenox, here's the link. Check out his channel. They are brand new. Give them a like and subscribe to them. Really nice guy. They also donated to the stream earlier, and they're just really awesome. And I think it's a very, very informative video. If you guys are trading with Bulenox, check it out. Give them a sub and a like. You know, let's share the love, because everybody starts somewhere. And I think the video is just great. I think it's a very, very, especially if you're trading with Bulenox, this will answer a lot of your questions. Good call. Good morning. Casual, hello. Ba-da-ba-da. We're riding this short. Well, I like the order block down there at 258, but I don't know. It's right now it looks like a bearish engulfing candle. So it kind of looks good, I guess. Hold on a second. Yeah, it kind of looks okay. And this is the 15-minute CB. Rob is here. Oh my god, look at this. The man himself. You're absolutely welcome, man.
Sup Tom, I'm late. When you on MFF TV next, we'll be there to support you. Plus thanks for the kind words.
Hey Rob, absolutely. Guys, that's why I told you. Check out that video, and I'm going to be sharing that a couple of more times because we do have a lot of Bulenox traders here, and it's very informative. Check out that video, guys. Give a sub to Rob. That's their channel, brand new, and they really put a lot of effort into that video. Very good editing, very good, very informative. Check that out. I think it's an awesome video. Rob, thank you again. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate that. I will be on MyFundedFutures TV today and tomorrow all week. And if all goes well, I'll be there all next month. So I will be a regular host for now, it seems like, but we'll see. What do you use to trade ICT or other trend lines? Yeah, so I really like ICT or smart money concepts, although as I said on MyFundedFutures TV, or MyFunded TV as well, that I'm not a cult member, but I do like a lot of concepts there, and I'm aware that some of those concepts are repackaged older concepts. I don't care. I think he's a good teacher. I'm mixing it with supply and demand, and that's how I roll. And I have an indicator system, not system, but I have some indicators here on a MetaTrader 5 platform with exponential moving averages. Here I can show you this. It's not a big deal actually, but I'm also watching the trend on exponential moving averages, but that's just a minor thing. So I kind of, you know, as ICT said, carving my own way out. But I really like order blocks as targets, and the 2022 model as an entry. Hey, Con, absolutely. It's my pleasure. You guys made an awesome video. Check that out, everyone. Actually, I'm gonna paste it here again. Again, if you are with Bulenox, you must watch this video and give them a sub and a like. Brand new video. Okay, so check it out. Lots of questions are answered there about Bulenox. You lost your what? For Farhad, come on. For my what? For your funded accounts. So 4 funded accounts. Oh, Farhad, what happened? Oh man, I feel you there. I mean, were you copy trading? Maybe. I guess you were. I don't know. But you know, you have to learn from this. You have to just, you know, you try to look back and see what could have been the issue. It definitely was over trading, you know. How much on a 15-year breaker block is it? I think it's a good idea, Rahbari. I think it's a very good strategy there. So if you're going with this 15-minute breaker, let me just. So this is the breaker here. You can do 2 things. Obviously, depends on what do you aim for target, right? So if I'm supposing you entered somewhere here on the breaker, on the fair value gap, so that means like if you entered here, your stop shouldn't be too far away on the upside, no more than like 815. That gives you like 25 points. So you're good to go with at least 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. If you go with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and I don't know what's your strategy, what's your risk management style, maybe take a partial or put it to break even. And you can wait for it, wait for a runner to go down and pick up liquidity below 750 or even lower to these Asia lows. I'm not sure. Again, depending on your style, your risk management, what you're looking for, risk to reward ratio. So it's hard to say from this standpoint. I do believe that we should be hitting that level below 760, but I could be wrong. So let me read the chat. What's with those crowns? I don't know. It's something new with YouTube. I think I think it's XP points given by YouTube for the chat. So if somebody is chatting more, then the person is earning more points, because there's a community tab on my chat here which shows XP points next to the names, depending on I don't know. Let me read this. Okay. Okay, so it's a badge. Now it's okay. So it's resetting on every stream. XP points. The more you chat and super chat, you have to. The more you chat and super chat and stuff like that, the more points you earn, and that gives you a badge in the current stream. That's a new thing from YouTube right now. Yeah, it's something new from YouTube. Calls can be fun. Yeah, it is fun. Camille, my man, good to see you. Welcome. Not time today. I'll be on at 11:30 at MyFundedTV, and I'll be on my channel at just before the market open at 9:30. We definitely help out each other, Rob. So, looking forward for your next video. Oh, increase the volume. I try to speak. I speak closely to the mic. Oh, you're on the phone. Okay, okay. So, Rob Barry, I was just saying, if you entered in that fair value gap on the 15-minute there, I think you shouldn't be holding a stop higher than 815, because if we go higher, obviously we should be breaking the highs, okay? And if that's your stop, and if we go with a standard 1-to-1 deviation, you should be able to take a partial or move to break even just before we could get down into that order block. So I don't know what is your risk management style or what you're looking for, but depending on your strategy, of course, maybe I would take a partial as we approach the 760s, I mean 760-ish area, and then maybe leave a runner if you want to hold this trade, you know, down there to this Asia low. That's what I would do. But obviously, I don't know what kind of account you're trading. I don't know your risk management style. I don't know your strategy or entry. I mean, the entry I know, so it depends. But the entry is great. So the way you entered on the breaker is nice. Zena, hello, good morning. Only trading with instant funded account. Hey, definitely, Zena. You're welcome. Okay. Very small. Okay, then it's even better. Then, I mean, as I said, this order block would be a nice target down there, 758. I don't have a position on yet. Maybe I should. But, oh yeah, Naomi, totally forgot. I received your email. I was reading your email. Guess what happened, Naomi? A true story. I woke up and I reached for my phone, and the first push message on my phone was email from Naomi. And early morning at before 6 a.m. in the dark, I was reading the email from Naomi. Anyway, she was saying that she got paid out from TradeIFY, thank God. And the good news is that she's actually registered with US papers and everything, so all is good. But her location where she was trading is at Pakistan, so it's a restricted country. But TradeIFY still paid her out, which is awesome. But you know, they really asked a lot of stuff from her. But it's good to know that TradeIFY came through and paid her. I wish the same situation would have happened with Reza. I hope Reza is okay. I didn't hear from him since a while, but it's good news. Which you recommend, Bulenox option 1 or option 2? I mean, it depends. Option 1 is a trailing account, intraday trailing. Option 2 is end of day trailing. So yes, you will pay the same $15 exactly. Option 2 accounts are also down for 75% with the Tom Sabo 2 code. So they're doing this in an interesting way. So option 2s are working with Tom Sabo 2 code. And it's down for 75%, but that's end of day trailing and daily loss limit. So that has a daily loss limit, but I always go with option 1 accounts because I don't care about it too much. Once I reach the safety net, it's going to turn to a static account. So the most experienced chatter, yeah. Yeah, it's a very good video about the flipping rule. Yeah, Marco. Dave, welcome. All is good for now? I think after the earnings report, we are expecting this range session again, just like yesterday. 50%, nice. Let's go. That is very good. You're safe. All right. The 3-minute is actually a good entry level. I mean, that's a good chart. Double bottom? I don't know. Not sure. Depending on where we look at it. I don't see a double bottom really. But anyway, I'm just curious if we can hit that 758 order block. Yeah, no, it happened. Philkos, good morning. Yeah, no, option 2 is the same activation fee. It's the same activation fee for option 2. FUNDEDNEXT, nice. Nice. That's good. We need something on FUNDEDNEXT. Nice. Okay, I'm looking forward to it, Rob. I have one funded account with them, but I didn't trade it yet. I need to activate it, I guess. I mean, it's a 25K account, but I haven't traded it. Philkos is laying in the bed thinking of me. I know. We have an OnlyFans page, you know, you can always join. It helped me, Robbery. At the first time, I was very nervous. I started in 2022. I was super nervous and I was doing lots of crazy things at first. I was nervous, but I got so much used to it, and we have so many good people now that it actually now helps me to stay disciplined. I can tell you that. So because we can talk through the setup, we can actually talk about different scenarios. I think it's good. I see money flow. Hello. Ben, you? What? What? Oh, no way. Come on, man. I heard about situations like that. I see money flow. I've been told earlier by some traders, not now, but a few months ago, that Take Profit Trader axed them because they were doing chargebacks. So I don't want to say names, but I was chatting with some people on Discord, and Take Profit Trader has, it seems like it's a very interesting policy with Take Profit Trader. Once somebody starts to charge back from their bank, they are very angry at those, and they just ban those people simply. And I think it's because they don't want to lose their payment provider or card processor or something. Because these banks and credit card providers or processors, They don't really like those kind of clients who are having a lot of chargebacks, because it's a lot of work to do that, I guess, on the technical side. And I heard about these kind of issues. Like Take Profit Trader is very, very strict on these ones. If somebody is doing chargebacks, they just simply ban those people, because they don't want to risk it to lose their card processor. That's what I know. So I'm not saying I'm surprised on the situation, but that I'm surprised that they didn't reach out to you in that 7 days, and they did not commit to solve the problem, because they came through in a few cases, and that's why it's surprising. They usually come through, and Take Profit Trader is an A++ prop firm in my book, at least. Trader Joe, I heard about them. Never traded with Goat Funded Futures. Yeah, they hate exactly like Naomi says. Yeah, exactly, Robbery. So at first I was nervous, but as time went by, I got used to it. And as I said, because we have so many good people, it's always great to talk through the setups and the market. You're kind of like not just analyzing the market, but it's also like if you would be journaling your journey, basically live with other people. So it's you know what I mean. It's just good. MB, hello. Yeah, I see money flow. I hope there will be a solution to that. Benz, good morning. I don't know. This batch thing is just a brand new thing. YouTube is doing something so interesting. You must earn XP points. You have to donate a lot of money to the channel to be able to earn the top tier there. No, don't. Just joking. Okay, just joking. Yeah, that's most prop firms. Yeah. Yes. I think. Yeah. So I think everybody does that. I heard something not now, like last year, that MyFundedFutures banned some people about the same situation too. I think I remember it correctly. So they just don't like people who are doing chargebacks, because especially on the instant funded accounts, but not just that, on bigger payments. But I also heard same situation at Top Step. So if somebody starts to do chargebacks, that's a huge red flag for a prop firm, because one of their the most precious thing for them is to have their credit card processor service. Okay, that's a third-party service at most of these prop firms, right? Actually, everybody has a third-party provider for them, and these providers are connected through banks and all that such. The technical stuff, it's a little bit complicated, and they have to be licensed. I mean, not licensed, but it's not that simple to make a contract, especially in this business, with a card provider, and they just don't want to lose that. So they are minimalizing these things. So be careful with the chargebacks, not just with Take Profit Trader, but any other prop firm. It can get you banned very easily if you do chargebacks. Obviously, if something shady is going on, then obviously you have to do a chargeback. But chargeback tutor is basically you pay for an instant funded account or an eval, whatever. You just pay for the service. The ones who were abusing the system were the ones who were like, for example, back when fast track trading was still going. Anyway, everybody was paying for instant funded accounts, and the way they were trying to abuse the system is you pay with the debit card, you got the funded account instantly, you blow up the account in 5 minutes at news or something, whatever, or some big movements, and you immediately call your bank to file a chargeback. and the bank is gonna get your money back because it's just, you know, it's within 24 hours or within just a few days. And I think there's a policy at MasterCard or Visa that you can get your money back in 30 days at least, or maximum, and especially if it's just in 24 hours or 72 hours. And so these providers are actually kicking out the prop firm. So if they see this happening too much, they are going to kick out the prop firm. And the prop firm is going to have liquidity issues. They're going to be having trouble as, you know, generating revenue from the failed accounts. And so they're going to be having trouble, and this is ruining their business, their reputation. So if somebody's doing this, it's a ban. Yeah, exactly. Like JP says, unless you're planning never ever to trade with them again, then absolutely do it. Exactly. Like IC Money Flow tried to contact them. He did what he could for 7 days, and I think it's a very bad thing from, I hope that DayTrader fixed this. Gerald, hello. That some of them face many issues. Support. Dave, let me tell you something. Nothing wrong with Take Profit Trader. There's one issue though. Support is very slow. Like sometimes the best chance, and I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if I don't know. For me, it worked most of the time. You have to reach out to support in New York business hours. Just a little bit of a hint there, okay? Find them in New York business hours. Go to the chat and leave the chat window open. Usually within 10 to 20 minutes, there should be somebody answering. If not, try again. Or send an email to support at takeprofittrader.com. I know IC Money Flow might have tried that, I suppose, but 9 out of 10 times these things work for me. Anyway. No, Natasha, no. Bulenox doesn't have trade await, unfortunately. Not yet. They were saying something about it last year, but nothing yet. Hey, thank you so much, Rabbari, for being here. Thank you for joining the stream. Out to the barbershop. Nice. Hey, absolutely, Tudor. Yeah, so I guess some bad actors or individuals are always in the system and trying to do these chargebacks, and that's why. 3 different accounts: qualification, master, funded, and special account. The special account would be the real life funded account. It's a new update, I think. The special account is the live account. I've never ever heard anyone trading on a special account yet. So that's all I know. The qualification is the evaluation or test account. So that's the eval. The master account is the simulated funded account. Yeah. Ollie is trying. Come on, you guys. Oh, look at that. We reached the order block almost. I'm going to say it out. You know, we need the moral victory because I closed down my scalp here. I told you that we are going for the order block. But by the way, this was exactly the thing I was talking yesterday at MyFunded TV. These levels. This is the one I was talking exactly yesterday. This is what I'm looking for. And obviously, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Yeah, I closed down my trade. But there were opportunities here to enter. Not just on the 15-minute CB. But there was an engulfing candle here. Also, this is an entry that I like. And this is not specifically ICT concept. This is just single candlestick formations, nothing more. This poked into the 15-minute fair value gap, and the 235 candle engulfed this one. This is like, I would say, almost an A+, like technically an A+ setup here for enter. Why? Because we went into, like, I wouldn't say major, but definitely a significant level of liquidity, especially in London, you know, 15-minute, you know. And we have an anticipated target down there. So this area after the close of this candle, so somewhere here around 780-ish, even if you missed the trade, like the risk to reward ratio would have got down. Even if you put your stop above that swing, look at the risk to reward ratio, 1.9 at least. Even if you get out earlier, but if you target the order block, you have the risk to reward ratio of 2. Now I would say that this particular setup is something I really like, and I feel the FOMO again. And I hate myself for it, but don't worry, I'm not gonna beat myself, but this would have been a real nice one. Reached us several times, not here chat. Yeah, man. It sucks, man. I don't know what's up with them about this situation. Gerald, yeah, you said you pushed it up to 1500 or something. You said something about that earlier. Yeah, this would be a demand zone. Supply is up there. Actually, I don't know where. So here's the supply level. It's not a perfect one, but here's the supply zone. It's a bearish order block as well. Supply zone. And down there, that was a demand zone. Actually, here's a demand zone. It's not a best one. Actually, absolutely not the best one. So let's just move along. But this one is a beautiful one because it's picking up liquidity from this fair value gap here. The best demand zones or supply zones should be the ones that are picking up some sort of liquidity. In this case, from this candle right there with this wick. And that makes it a beautiful demand zone. Or bullish order block. The 8:38 p.m. candle. And then it's pushing higher with the structure shift. Look at how beautiful the structure. This is a very nice demand zone or order block here. That's a very nice one. Up there, which I showed you, it's also not a bad one. Technically, it fits to the picture. It picked up liquidity, so it pushed higher. Not too much liquidity, but definitely made a new high. So maybe not the A++, but it's definitely it's a shifting structure here and maybe here, but definitely here. So it's technically a valid one, but if we extend it to the right, look at what happened. Boom. Look at what happened. And this is, I think I'm going to talk about this on my funded TV today because another example that's repeating. So once you're here, even before the London kill zone, and we're sweeping levels down here in this area after midnight, we're starting to sweep these levels, then you can anticipate that, okay, we should be getting back to this supply zone up there, right? We should be getting back there. So what we can do after we swept these levels is just, well, you can do multiple things. And I guess you might have suffered a loss here and there. Because you can enter on this structure shift on the fair value gap here. That might have ended up in a stop loss. Right here, right? So that's a stop. Even if you targeted that up there. I'm not sure about the 5-minute, but if you gave the trade a second chance, maybe on the 5-minute chart here, look at what happened. You got stopped out, but it still keeps pushing. And the 5-minute chart actually presented you another entry from here. Then here's your chance to give your trade a second chance if you still believe that we might go up into that zone. So you put a limit order here if you want to be real aggressive, because this is presented on the 5-minute. As long as you have a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, you know, you put your stop below the swing. This one has a 1.2 risk to reward ratio to reach that zone. You can also target the midpoint of the zone or the high point Now those are lower probability targets. The highest probability target is always going to be the low hanging fruit, which is the neckline of the zone. So worst case scenario, this is a 1.2, right? Which is not bad, as long as you can keep it positive. There's nothing wrong with negative risk to reward ratio, but in my understanding, I think it's good. But if you want to be real aggressive and you say, F it, I'm going to risk more, then you can use a tighter stop, because if it goes for the flat candle here, it might just drop, so you don't want to be in the trade anyways for the swing low. So you just enter here and look at that. Risk to reward is 2 here. And that's it. So that's why we like these areas. That was kind of beautiful, actually. So 1 loss here, if you would have traded the Asia session. 1 loss here, and then your eyes would have lightened up like, oh my God, the market presented me a second chance. I gotta go in. And then you could go in for the second time. And you should be net positive, or at least break even with these 2 trades. It's trading, that's how it goes. And now that we swept that order block and completely disabled this order block, look at that. We went down, completely obliterated this order block. It's not important anymore. It fulfilled its purpose. Now this order block, it's totally order block or demand zone, is completely fulfilled its purpose. We're done. We're done with that. What do we do now? We go back. Where? I don't know. That's how far I got. Because it's easy to look back and hard to look forward. One thing is for sure. I can say that. This is going to go this way. I know that. That's 100%. So. That was last week. This week, 300 loss. Oh. I see. Oh, yeah, I remember you said last week then. Well, you'll make it back, Gerald. I know you can. Anybody here? Nobody's here. We lost people or what? Not yet. I'm just talking to myself. Cool. All right. So, yeah, all right. I thought that my internet connection went off or something. Everybody's having popcorn and watching, right? Okay. But tired. I know, Natasha. You should sleep. You should have a good rest, What you say? Hello. No, nothing. I don't want to repeat this. Don't want to repeat that. Can't have kids. Yeah, I mean, you have to watch over them. Yeah, I know. Then you gotta get a coffee. We are observing you without commenting. Without commenting, sorry. That is, thank you. Hey, Gabor. Welcome, Servus, üdvözöllek. How are you? Fellow Hungarian trader from Florida. Hochmint. Hello. Jar of coffee, definitely. Hope the weather is awesome in Florida. Can you sell a micro to encourage the next flush? Should I go into a sell position with a micro to encourage? Well, the problem is I'm not sure if there's going to be a flush here, because this is just, look at the candle on the 15-minute. I'm watching, by the way, the time frames, the 15, the 1 hour, the 5, everything on my left here on the other screen. And, seeing this 15-minute candle right now with this long wick, I don't think it's gonna be a flush yet. So I'm not sure I want to be in a sell, but who knows? Why do you think NQ is going lower? I'm I'm not definitely. Oh my gosh! Look at this. Abhishek from My Funded TV is here. Hello. Hey guys, I enjoyed so much yesterday. It was awesome. It was great. Oh, the pool temperature is 88 degrees, Gabor is saying. Awesome. Phil goes, I don't think it's gonna go lower yet, but it can, but you know. We are just gonna go sideways for now. Quick, everyone behave. There is someone from My Funded TV here. Charles, hello. 41. Oh my god, here's the flush. Maybe not. Okay, how much is this? Well, okay, let's go to the 15-minute and let me get this off here. I know it's. I wanted to leave this as a good example for later. There's definitely liquidity at 709. 709. 706. What is happening? Like the stream, everyone. You might get some free accounts. Looking fresh as always, you know. We have coffee. The morning is beautiful. I'm in the future, you know. I'm in the time right now is 9:16, and it's awesome to have someone from My Funded TV in the chat. Everybody, behave, okay? We're only talking about My Funded Futures here, okay? And you know, no jokes. Stay focused. Read the chart, okay? Go. Okay, so this is gonna be a setup here. We're going for 709. Okay. Tell me some fancy setup, guys. We need to look professional here. So, thank you for selling it. I didn't do anything. I sent the message to the market makers. They said, all right, you know, the chat face, dump it. Oh, methodical man. Okay, okay. By the way, I will need to reach out about this because I think, and I'm saying this to Abhishek as well. Thank you. I'm a coffee lover too. That methodical man would be an awesome asset to My Funded TV. I'm gonna send some details about him to reach out to him. He's an awesome guy, and you know, he is also having a great channel. You guys should reach out to him. I will share everything I can. No joke, no jokes. We have to be real serious now. No, I didn't enter. No, I didn't. If I enter a trade, just like I did at the early beginning of the stream, I tell you guys, I feel the FOMO now because I missed the order block. So I'm looking for long positions, to be honest. Awesome hosting. Ah, yes. Thank God. Right. I enjoyed it very much. I was nervous actually because I don't know why I was nervous. I was having a long day. I was having a busy day yesterday. I was having a very busy. I just got back. Anyway, long day yesterday. I was very tired, but I wouldn't have missed it for the world. It was just awesome. All right, you had the 10 points. So let's go. We're a natural. Being super serious. Oh yeah. I wanted to joke around with Luke a little bit more. Although I don't know him that much, obviously, but he seems like a nice guy at MyFunded TV. And I wanted to joke around with Luke because he said he's gonna get married, and I know it's a big deal in everybody's life. And what I must tell you guys, I'm a big fan of Don Rickles. You know, he passed away, but he was a great comedian in the 70s, 60s, 80s, even in the 2000s. A great comedian. I'm really a huge fan of Don, and I do love his jokes. If you guys don't know who Don Rickles is, just check him out on YouTube, and you will see the kind of humor that he puts in. And I'm just a huge fan of that kind of humor. He is just mocking everybody, with all kind of stuff. So I was ready to put some jokes on Luke yesterday. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Anyway. We are amazing all together as a team, Monster Energy after finishing it. And oh well, I mean, it's the coffee. It's the coffee, It's always the coffee. But thank you so much. I enjoyed it really much. Yeah, could go. Thank you, could go. He was the landlord in Three's company. I guess so. I watched him on his comedy shows and stuff, and in Johnny Carlson. I know it sounds weird, but even nowadays, you guys won't believe it when I say it. Now I'm gonna prove it to you guys. I just have my YouTube. I just have my YouTube opened up for Johnny Carlson, and I was watching Don Rickles. That's how I can prove it to you guys that I'm a really big fan. Like, he's an awesome comedian.
The guys, and because of you, have asked me to host for a week while you're gone on another one of your great tours. God is alive. Anyway,
I think he's just an awesome comedian.
Anyway, Scatman Crothers in the back going, Billy Eckstein died? No.
That's the kind of humor I like.
Scatman Crothers was in my dressing room like going, I love my son and my son come home. My baby know my son. I said, shut up, I hate rhythm.
Anyway, I think he's awesome. That's what I think. Yeah, it's gonna go sideways. That's why I'm saying if we see a displacement to the upside, I'm jumping in. Full port. No. Yeah, Don Rickles was an absolute brilliant. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know that Three's company. Norman Fell was Mr. Roper. Okay. I didn't know that. So we're just waiting. I think well, we had the London Open technically. The initial move was maybe this, to go for that order block. But if we go to the 5-minute time frame here, we have. I like the midpoint of that 15-minute CB as possible drawn liquidity. On the downside, how far are we from that low? We are like 50 something points. 50, 60, 55, 52, 55 points. Okay, that's and 70 points. Yeah, now it looks like, and we're below the midnight level, but we are definitely in the premium zone here. If we look at the earnings report swing, wouldn't be surprised if it would flush down. Yes, that's true, but I don't see targets. Let's see the high of this one, 90.25, 92. No supply zone that I like here. No supply zone here. Not even here. Actually, well, no. Nothing on the 1 minute. We could continue lower. It might be sweeping some levels, going up to 795. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What are we seeing? The problem is the way it looks like. It's still not enough for me. I need to see a fair value. Okay, if we see a proper fair value gap, I might jump in. Who knows? You know, we might. Oh, Don Rickles replaced him. Good to know. Hattori Hanzo. Welcome. I need you to make me a sword. ASAP. Alright. Welcome to the channel. Lost an account of 25k. Oh, 25k with a profit of 16. Oh my god. Gerald, I hope you learned your lesson, young boy. Okay. No, I really, I know the feeling, man. But, yeah, trailing stuff, that can get you out of this. With MyFundedFutures, there is no intraday trailing. Only end of day trailing. This was the commercial. Speaking of commercials. You guys want to hear it, don't you? You guys want to hear it. I know you guys want to hear it. Right? Tell me. Oh, yes, we want to hear it. So, speaking of that, if you just want to have a good time, you want to make sure that you will live a long, happy life, you gotta make sure you always use the best code, the best of the best, Tom Sabo. It's not just about prop firms. It's about happiness. It's about being rich, being a good person. It's about being at the best place on YouTube. Don't forget, use the code. Sponsored by Tom Sabo's YouTube channel. I'm really gonna have to do a proper one. I just didn't feel it today. MFF started. Nice. I can trade away. Yes, you can trade away, Natasha. You can trade on trade away with them. Yeah. And if you're brand new, by the way, Natasha, if anybody is brand new with MyFundedFutures, you can get a 50% discount. I think it's still on. Correct me if I'm wrong, because there's so many things going on right now. If you're brand new, any kind of account you choose, your first purchase as a welcome bonus and a huge warm hug from MyFundedFutures is going to be a 50% discount. If you really need the hug in person, you got to use my code and travel here to Hungary. We meet up at Budapest airport and I'll be there for the hug for you. All right. So that's what I can do as a special extra to toss in there. All right. So that's the welcome bonus. Otherwise, 30% off right now from Starter Plus accounts. It's a really good deal. So, my God, can't miss it, you know. Yesterday, don't tell this Trader Joe, yesterday price action, send the kids away, okay, cover your ears, lower the speakers, I'm gonna say it out, and let's put on the rated R sign, alright? So, yesterday's price action was shit, okay, let's continue. So, Rated R. Yeah, the hug is definitely so. You know, for a little while, I was like, should I do the hug or not? And I said, you know, what else can I do? So I do the hug. Or 1 month free access to my OnlyFans page. That's where we do the hot tub videos, and that's where I sell the tub water. It's really good business. So depends on which one you want to choose. Anyway. Catch that long? 5:30? Nice. Hippo Trader. Hello. Don't worry, just joking with the OnlyFans. You know me, guys. I'm crazy. We're going back to that. Why do I have this FOMO again? We're going back. There was actually, I was waiting for what is up with this microphone? We're going I thought we were going back to this fair value gap, so we didn't. We didn't, and now I'm just totally messed up emotionally. Like, I closed my short scalp early because I'm a chicken, you know. And after dealing with huge FOMO by not doing this trade, I mean by closing it early, this one didn't go back down here. Now we're at the midpoint of this 15-minute CB. And, well, we'll see. Now is the decision time for the market. What to do. Philikos, I told you that's a secret, man. I always tell everybody it's a joke, so just keep it low. Keep it low. Okay, yeah. We're going lower. We're going lower. Yeah, I could. I don't want to. And again, there's no setup. I missed my setup. The problem is that this was my target originally. So if this would have pulled back down here, my stop would have been here. I would have targeted the midpoint. Low-hanging fruit, 1.3 something, but at least 1.3 risk to reward ratio. That could have been a good trade. But it didn't go back down. Now, this for me is not interesting anymore because we tagged that midpoint there. So I'm going to be looking for shorts again and targeting the Asia low. What can we do, right? But gotta be watching this 1 minute gap because things can go crazy. Do we have any news? Nothing. Okay. Bond auction? Who cares? Okay. Nothing is going on. There is life and death in power of the tongue. Oh, speak God of yourself at all times. I'm not sure I get it, but I like it. I think I understand. I will try to understand. Yeah, thank you. I will. Yes, yeah. For example, in a situation like this, I go in with limit orders. Yes. So when I'm looking for these kind of entries, it's always limit orders. On this entry, earlier, this was a market order. As soon as this candle printed, it was a market order. This one would have been a limit order. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Close your position. Hey, nice. 2% for the day. You should walk away. 2% for the day. Just walk away. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that. Sell incoming, I hope. I would like to see a structure shift below 780. That is something I would really like to see. It would have been better if it would spike to the 800 and then sell off. I guess it can still happen. That is still something that can happen. By the way, yesterday, where's my account? Yesterday, I had a payout from Take Profit Trader of $520, and you guys know me. The reason I also like Take Profit Trader too, because of the daily payouts. So and I'm gonna withdraw another payout today because yesterday I made $495 on the Take Profit Trader account. Actually, let me show you. Where is it? Here it is. $495 yesterday on Take Profit Trader. Super awesome. I'm very glad. And I'm gonna withdraw this. That's the goal. Daily payouts. That's why we like it. Well, thank you, Shenanigan. I must say that this month is really my best of the best month ever in terms of payouts from trading. But I also spent, I told you guys, I've spent an extra $670 for new accounts with Apex. So that's adding up to the expenses. Now, currently my payouts, including this one, hold on, did I update that? My payouts for this year, I think I forgot to add, are almost at $34,000. Yeah, $34,000. Expenses are getting higher as well. I should stop. I need to, I need to be more careful because, expenses are up now to 11,820. Now, the starting of this month, I was starting below $10,000, and now I mean in expenses, and now in this month I spent a lot, so 11,830 to be exact. But I'm at $34,000 in payouts. Then this month is my best month ever. The total is it up to $11,532 this month in payouts from prop firms, and not just one prop firm, like multiple prop firms, including MyFundedFutures, Bulenox, Apex, Take Profit Trader, small payouts, FUNDEDFutures network, for example. So this is by far my best ever month since I ever started trading with prop firms. Obviously, the goal is to scale this, and you know, watching for how much I've spent as well. The goal is, you know, to spend less and to earn more. I didn't quite achieve that. I mean, I did, but I blow up those Apex accounts, and anyway, I'm gonna pick up more accounts because I feel comfortable. I don't want 20 accounts or 30 or something. Having all these accounts, I'm perfectly comfortable if I'm having around 8 or 9 funded accounts combined, everything together, so I can rotate. But you know, speaking good of myself, yeah. Hey, thank you, Natasha. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, daily payouts are awesome. End of day when past. Yeah. Yeah. If you pass it, it's end of day. Yeah. Exactly. What was your win rate and average risk reward this month? It's hard to tell, Cobb. I guess I should put everything into TradeZilla or TradesWiz. I tried it before, but the problem is mostly I have rhythmic connection, and I have to manually import the trades to get up with an exact number. I would say the win ratio, there's two things. A lot of profits came from scalping, and I must say that I hate scalping. I don't like it. It gets on my nerves. It gets me on tilt. I go crazy. I don't like that. One of my primary is to get rid of scalping. I don't want to, especially not in London. That being said, almost 50% of my profits came from those accounts that I was mainly scalping. Not scalping, I'm saying like going for 10 points with like a mini, not a mini, but 10 micros, 8 micros, 15 micros. You know, those were 50% of my profit. The other 50%-ish came from holding those trades throughout with, I mean, for 2 or 3 hours or an hour, sitting in the trade with 2 or 3 micros. You know, that was the other half. The goal is to reduce scalping as much as possible because that's stressful. I don't like stress. I'm too old for stress. If I would be 20 years old, maybe. But I don't want stress in my life. So I need to get rid of scalping. It's going to get on my nerves. And the win ratio, it's again hard to say. I mean, the risk to reward ratio and the win ratio. Win ratio, I would say it's not like 80% or something, but I would say it's like around 55, 60%. And the risk to reward ratio is definitely above 1-to-1. I would say my average, because as you see these examples that I'm showing you, my average risk to reward ratio is somewhere around 1.2, 1.3. I'm always aiming for 2, but you know, Murphy's law comes in and life, and I end up with 1.3. But That's the thing. Which prop firm is the best for payouts? Actually, I always said this even before I was in MyFundedTV. I told you guys the two prop firms for payouts that I like is MyFundedFutures and Take Profit Trader. These are the two ones. Very good payout policy. These are the best for payouts. Obviously, the others are also paying out. You guys saw me receiving payout from Bulenox, but you know. Also, by the way, Bulenox is also good for payouts. They are like a Swiss watch. Payout every Wednesday. So nothing wrong with that. Nice. Congratulations. You and me got payouts. I mean, I'm not the first one, but yesterday I got mine as well. Yeah, it's not exactly, Jay. It's just not going down. But you know what? Here's the chance if you guys want to go aggressive. Here's the chance to go for Asia high, I think. I don't know. Should I risk it for the biscuit? I don't like this. But it seems like it wants to push it for 33 because that's an Asia high. And we have... Okay, nothing. We could be going for 22. We have a daily fair value gap up there at 22. 22.20 on the micro. So, but it's futures too. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. MNQ1 not possible. I don't get what. It should be possible. Which prop firm is that? Or is that a question that you cannot load in the MNQ chart? Or I didn't understand the context there. If you guys want to be super aggressive here, here's an aggressive entry with a 1-to-1. There you go. If you want to go for 33. Maybe I will try it out on an eval. What is the NQ high on this? The mini. The mini. $33.50. Okay. 32.50 on the micro. 32. Okay. I entered to a buy position on an evaluation account only, aiming for 32. That's it, because I'm not putting this position on any of my funded accounts. This is too risky. But if it really wants to make that push, it should be going for that Asia high. I don't like my stop as well. It's at 95.50. We'll see, I guess. It's on a MyFundedFutures Starter Plus account. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to scalp that Asia high. That is it. Nothing else. Oh man, Quantower is just having an update. I have to update Quantower. I always, if you have Quantower, make sure to always update. Okay. Oh, okay. You have to choose. Yeah. Let me show you. Just a second here. With MyFundedFutures, you go to chart and you scroll down. Oh, okay. you choose MyFundedFutures. You look for XCME, okay? And in futures, the symbol is this MNQXCME. Now, MNQM25, I think this is the latest one. Yeah, this is the latest one. Let me show you again. Hold on. XCME. You go down to MNQ. With Quant Hour, there's two options. You can use this front month or something. I don't know what's it called, but it's technically MNQ M25 XCME. That's the one you need to find somewhere. Oh, it went away. I'm sorry. Oh, I have to. Just a second. So you have to find again MNQ M25 XCME. That's the current one. In Quant Hour, when I choose this, it puts me to the current one automatically, but this is the one that you have to choose. At MyFundedFutures, at least in Quant Hour. Okay, I'm gonna update Quant Hour while we are in the trade. The new one can't set a trade. Which data feed did you choose? Oh yeah. Sorry, Natasha, did you log into TradeAway to accept the agreement? Sorry, you might have to log into TradeAway on the website or download TS Trader or I don't know, TradeAway Trader. I don't know what's it called. You have to agree with the data agreement, just like with Rhythmic, you know. If you're new with MyFundedFutures, if you're brand new with MyFundedFutures, the first time you have to do the data agreement. That's why, maybe that's why. That's Quant Hour, Trader Joe. Paid on 3 months, 99 packed. They have big minus. They not have order book. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, that's good to know. No, it's all right, Natasha. I totally forgot that too, because you're new. So if you're, the same goes on with any prop firm. If you're brand new, you have to accept the data agreement at that prop firm through TradeAway as well, just like with Rhythmic. So you gotta log into TradeAway. There's gonna be somewhere it's gonna be prompting that you have to accept the agreement, whatever, and that's how you can move on. Yeah, still not possible. If you're brand new at MyFundedFutures, that step is crucial. You have to find it somewhere, I think. Oh, I wish I could do something here. I think, by the way, MyFundedFutures has an awesome support. Maybe if you reach out to them, they can help you out. They have support at these times as well, I think. So the data agreement should pop up. Yes. When you log in to TradeAway, maybe download the TradeAway application. But if you're not able to download it, when you log into the web trader the same agreement should be popping up at the first time. I think. Oh, 20 minutes. Oh, that's not good. What is going on? Oh, by the way, I think Apex is back to 50%. I forgot to change it back, I think. Gotta check that out. Lizel, good morning. Hello. Malel, hello. Good morning. Chart with 15 in the time frame or 5 in the dependent click. Ah, MNQM. Yeah. Maybe that's the one. Yeah, everybody's good. Everything is awesome. We're having an awesome time. I closed the trade too early, before it got to profit, and then I missed another trade. So, but we had a good chart talk, and it was good. We should be popping that 32, right? We should be. Maybe not. No, we should. Check this thing. Yeah, it's back to 50%. Okay. Gotta change this. I gotta change this, man. 90% is over. Okay. It's being changed. Whoa! Lena Martinez, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Are you currently studying ICT, or is it only once? I'm always studying ICT. To be honest, I am definitely behind this year's lectures, and so I'm not really following him this year. I know he puts on more and more content, but I'm pretty much stuck in the past. I'm still rewatching some of his older concepts if I'm a little bit lost or looking for some answers. I wasn't really watching him in the past couple of months this year. So, whoa! Look at that! And just like that, walking away in the sunset like Clint Eastwood. Okay. All right. Now this is the point where I really have no freaking idea what to do. Like, you know, is this the pre-market open didn't even happen yet? So I guess it's still the Nvidia aftermath happening. The reaction, yeah. 10 seconds and counting. 5 seconds almost. Okay, here's the pre-market open. Let's see how Nvidia is opening. That was the, okay, bit of a gap at Nvidia. Here it is. Okay, I was expecting like a huge gap, by the way, but it can still put. Okay, look at it. It's pushing. It's pushing, baby. It's pushing, man. It's just going up. No stopping. 143.17. Let's go. I'm not in it, but the court canceled Trump tariffs. Yeah, as illegal. I was reading the article. I think that's also a very positive news for the market. I'm not gonna go into politics, obviously. So, but I guess the market sees that as positive news. So, the tariffs are staying the same way, I guess, for a while at least, for a bit more. Any one of you guys holding a position? I don't know. I was saying something and I forgot. Natasha is saying, I'm a professional. You're not a prof. I mean, you're a professional, but not a professional. So non-professional data. Non-professional. Sorry, Natasha. I am sorry. Non-professional. Yeah, I am sorry. I forgot to read the chat. I have some tabs opened up, and sometimes I have to clear the way and see how the chat is scrolling. That's why, you know, the pro streamers are using a separate monitor just to see the chat. And sometimes it's had to, you know, put away everything to see to see everything. You have a runner. Enter the Martin, enter the long. I'm gonna make this comfortable for you with less stress. Don't worry. No stress. Alright. It's gonna be just fine. Alright, I'm stopping with this. Only up about 2.5 points. Oh. Yeah, I think Nvidia could be pushing higher. I'm not following it currently. I just checked it quickly. Only 3.5 from all-time high. Yeah, we're close. We're close, and 22,020 up there. I mean, we have a daily fair value gap up there. I'm pretty certain that the market, like, let's just face it, NQ is unstoppable. And what if, it's just a hypothetical theory, what if New York session wants to go up there? 177 points on an average day. Nasdaq can do it with no sweat. So what if this is gonna be the thing? Just going for that fair value gap throughout the New York session. I think this scenario is quite possible. Also, not just because the earnings, but this tariffs court case thing. And tomorrow is Friday, ready for the rally. Maybe it's just gonna go sideways and save up the rally until Friday. Or Friday is gonna be a new all-time high. Who knows? But that's just a scenario. Overnight gap and then rally. Yeah. Could go. Yeah, I would prefer this scenario now, depending on how the 7 a.m. New York Hill Zone is gonna start. You know, I'm not gonna trade that, but I'll be watching it. Maybe I'm gonna check it on my phone, whatever. But if we're gonna see some bullish reaction after 7 a.m., orders coming in, you know, and it sees some pushing here, then it's 22. Actually, let's put a line at 20,000, round number. You know, guys, we talked about it a lot. So round numbers here, and it is what it is. You know. GDP. Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, totally forgot. 8:30 news, unemployment claims and GDP. So yeah, we had order block 1 hour. Also the demand. Yes. So Ollie, thank you so much for lifting up our spirit with your presence in the stream. See you in New York. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's yeah, I understand, Jay. Yeah. What was the last push ahead? I'm not sure. I think it was, you know, this was the 10 a.m. or sorry, 4 a.m. pre-market open. It's 10 a.m. in my time. And I guess the market just was thinking that the Nvidia is going to make that push. So if I would have to guess, the market was as we were approaching the pre-market open, positions were, you know, or orders were floating into the market, and I guess everybody was kind of anticipating that Nvidia might be opening up with a huge gap. You know, as I said, the earnings report aftermath. And so because we were quite close to Asia high, why not? So I think everything just got triggered because of orders were coming in, and boom. I think that could have been. Now that I think Nvidia is now sideways, right? Yeah, it's sideways or not moving really too much. Look at that. So now maybe the big players would say that, okay, it didn't pop all that much, so let's just leave it at that, you know. That's a scenario I can imagine. I didn't sleep too much. I have a sleeping issue. I told you guys. I still have issues with sleeping. I have to work on that. Apple up. I don't even know if I have Apple here. What is going on? By the way, that was a nice little push here on Apple too. Interesting. Same sleeping problem, yeah. Product called Pulsetto. Few days, but seems promising. Oh, I have a thing too. It's called Xanax. Just joking. But I never heard of that. Pulsetto. Bowser, welcome. Well, yeah, the sleeping issue is yeah, it kind of creeps me out sometimes because yeah, I mean, I always stay up. In my time, I stay up until sometimes. Not, I never go to bed before midnight. It's like never happening, never. I usually go to bed around 1 a.m. This evening, previous evening or night, or I went to bed at almost 2 a.m. And I can't really have a deep sleep. So I opened my eyes in the middle of the night many, many, many times, and I was just, oh, F it. It's still night, so I just go back. I try to go back to sleep. Sometimes I even have to go and sleep on the couch. My girlfriend, she's very sensitive if I, if I move all around on the bed. I move around and I do all kind of stuff. And she just wakes up and I don't want to wake her up. So sometimes I just have to move out to sleep on the couch because I can't sleep. That's how bad it is. So I have to do something. I just go out to the couch and I just stare at the wall. And tonight I was going to bed at 2 a.m. I woke up like 2 times in the middle of the night. And then suddenly I woke up for an email from Naomi. No, not for that. Don't worry. Actually, the notifications, the sounds are turned off. I mean, in a do not disturb mode, so I'm not waking up for that. But I just woke up sometime before 6 a.m., 5 something, and I'm seeing, I check on my phone, whatever. It's not a good habit. I need to do something. Weed for sleeping issue, yeah. Yeah, well, here's the pullback. The problem is I don't like this pullback until the New York kill zone. Portraits of America. Oh, nice. Oh, by the way, if you guys are having sleeping issues, pro tip, that helped me actually. That's the only thing that helps me to get asleep. When I go out to the couch, even during the day when I want to have a power nap, drum roll, the thing that's gonna help you to get a nice sleep, go to the couch and turn on Lieutenant Columbo. That's it. Try it out. It works. I love Columbo. Just turn it on. Lieutenant Columbo. And by the way, here in my country, we also, we have these TV shows dubbed, So the Hungarian voice of Lieutenant Columbo is super charming and calming, That actor, he's passed away by now, but he was an old actor anyways. And he had the perfect voice in Hungary for Lieutenant Columbo. So I put on the show. I've seen all the episodes, by the way, and I'm a huge Columbo fan here. Hello. So I just put on Columbo. I just go to sleep on the couch, and I'm just having the best sleep of my life while Columbo is on the TV. Try it out. It works for me. So we all like weed, Maybe not. No, I mean, we can't talk about weed. No. I mean, weed is legal in some countries, so yeah. Wizard, welcome. Roll up a joint, yeah. Nice medicine, yeah. And by the way, or just one more thing, that's why I said just one more thing, just one more thing, just one more thing. That character is like a superhero in my book. Yeah, Amado, you made your 2%. You need to walk away. If you don't want to sleep. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Big Zilog, you're absolutely right. Just replay yesterday's price action. You can go to sleep then. Oh, my withdrawal request from Take Profit Trader has been approved. Awesome. It's already in my wallet. $396 after profit split. Thank you, Take Profit Trader. Colombo follows Pareto principle. 81st says, yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. I like to trade on. I see a lot of 1 minute. 1 and the 5 minute is where I like to enter. I kind of do it like a 50-50 percentage on entries. I use the 1 hour chart as my, or 15-minute chart as my, for my liquidity levels as higher time frames. But I also look at the daily levels, of course. But throughout the session, I look for 15 minutes / 1 hour levels. That's what I like. So 3% before midnight, went down to, oh. Get back, you know, you're back to break even. That's a win. That's nice. Thank you, Lizelle. Thank you. Well, so I actually it got deducted earlier on. Let's just check it, okay? Let's check the account. Oh, they deducted it. Look at that. They have deducted the amount back to $2,000. About 40 minutes ago, it was still having the profit there. Now it got deducted. So how much time do you invest per week into researching, like testing new theories, back testing? Too much, I think. No, how much time do I invest in researching? That's a good question. As I said, I'm always up late, and I always read about. I read even about indicators, strategies, entries. I'm rewatching ICT videos if I have to. I'm rewinding the price action of the previous day or whatever. And so how much time? I say too much. I think at least an hour or more on every night. You know, I also have to spend some time with family and my girlfriend, and you know, do the normal life stuff like go to shopping or have dinner, and you know, and watch TV together or just whatever. And you know, after that, when I just sit down at the computer, I'm actually a little bit, I'm a little bit sorry for her, because you go to sleep alone a lot of times, because sometimes I try to be with her while she starts to go to sleep, but it's so hard to just stare at the wall, because I try to go to sleep at 10 or 9. I just can't. I can't do it. So many times she goes to sleep without me, and so that's when I get to go to the computer, check the charts, do the analysis, and do some stuff. So I would say after the streams and after trading, at least an hour, but most likely 2 hours. And that's too much. I shouldn't do that much, to be honest. That's a little bit too much. But the problem is two things. I'm crazy, and the other thing, I'm passionate about these markets. So, for example, when I'm just waiting at the doctor's appointment somewhere or whatever, I just pick up my phone and open TradingView and checking the charts. Not good, man. Not good. But I like it. I really like it. I like to figure out this thing. Even if I just look back, I mean, for me, it's like a riddle or a puzzle, or I don't know. I like to figure it out. You're welcome. Family is the most important. Yeah, I sometimes I I kept carried. I'm carried away by trading and especially when I'm on tilt, unfortunately. So when I'm on tilt, I get carried away too much, and I lose my sense of time. You know, I stuck at the computer. That's not good. I'm also trying to change that. So family is most important. Personal life is important. You know, you gotta keep your soul happy. Anyway. Feel guilty about it. Yeah, exactly, Martin. Exactly. So I have big plans with trading. I want to be better and better, just like every one of us here, right? We are all here because we want to print our own paychecks from trading. That's the goal. And yes, we can make hundreds of thousands of dollars. We can make $70,000 in one single trade on Nvidia earnings. Yes, we can do it. That's a possibility too. But you know, once you reach to that level, if you just can pay pay your bills and live off from the money that you get from trading itself, I think that's a huge thing. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal. Whenever you sit down with confidence to your computer, and you will know that, okay, I can make it. Now, that's the real freedom. Yeah, it's also freedom when you make $10 million in one trade. Yeah, I know. But I'm talking about when you can make your money on day trading, whatever that kind of money is. It could be $1,000, it could be $5,000 a month, or whatever is your money that you're looking for, and you're confident that you can repeat that process every time. That's the thing. That's when you part away from society a little bit, I think. I mean, financially, but you don't have to blame the politics. You don't have to blame anyone. You make your own way. And I think, I mean, I don't have a kid. I told you guys, I want to have kids, by the way. I really want. It's time for me to have kids, really, really. But if I would be having a kid right now who is going to college or whatever, of course, go to college. But I would definitely urge my kid to learn trading. I think it's a very awesome technical science. I'm just saying this because I want a better future for myself, my family as well. So if I would be having a kid who is just going to college from high school, I would definitely urge him or her to learn trading, learn this technical science, because this is going to put money in their pocket. So learn this, because I think it's a must. I think it's learning this is just as important as many other. I'm not saying other professions are bad or anything, but this learning trading has at least the same amount of value to learn. I mean, as to learn in a college some other degree, whatever you're learning. Not saying anything bad. I'm sorry, guys, I can't express myself, but I think you got my point, right? So I would put trading in some. I guess there's something in the US, maybe in Hungary or in Europe. I don't know any place where they teach this stuff. Be a day trader. There's no such a degree like this, because you just have to be in it. But anyway, oh man, I'm way behind the chat. I have to go through the chat because I've seen. Oh my god. Okay, let me go through real quick. Forex is better. Forex. I tried Forex. I burned myself to the ground, but I'm not saying it's bad. My mustache, yeah, it looks like a 12-year-old's mustache. I wanted to be like Tony Stark, but then I realized that I look better. So I yeah. I told you this before, Jake. I think we'll never ever figure it out. Researching and figure it never. It will never end, Cobb. Exactly. This will never end. So if you think that, okay, I know how to enter a trade, I'm done. No, it's never over. Never ever over. This is the kind of profession, I call this a profession by all means. It will never end. Even if you're 95 years old, you cannot stop researching and adapting to the market. You know, you have to be at the charts. You have to put yourself into some chart time. It's never going to end. Never. I also going out for a walk. Oh yeah, I want to. Actually, I'm gonna go for a walk before New York. Yeah. You're not trying to. I spent so much time. Now I have to trade Asia. Yeah, Andrew. Andrew, that's a big sacrifice. That's a big sacrifice by you, and kudos. Hats off, Andrew. You're trading the Asia session because you know, obviously your wife is also important, and that's, you got to do what you got to do, Andrew, you know. Yeah. Deep discussion today. Nothing real. I'm just talking about. I'm on the philosophical way right now again. That's our goal, yeah. Yeah, we hope so, yeah. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Yeah, I am 22 years old. No, Teak, I just last week I just turned into 41, unfortunately. So after this, I'll always be staying at 41. Okay, so when you ask me next year or 10 years from now, I'm still be saying, but really I am 41. So man, I'm getting old. Shit, I'm sorry. Oh my God, rated R. I told you. Exactly, Lizelle. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. You want 2K back? No, I didn't go into a sell because the structure shift I didn't like. I like this fair value gap though, that's just being presented, so I like it. The issue is, hold on. I'm not gonna go into a trade. No, I wanted to see a proper shift with a displacement up here to try to go for a target down there. 310 accounts. Nice, Trader Joe. Yeah, just telling the truth, Natasha. 3,000. Trader Joe, walk away. You're always 35. Nice. Does anyone AI on YouTube? AI? I don't know who is using AI or algos, if that's what you're saying. 150K. How many trades will you take per trade? 150K account. Well, I'm trying to take the same amount of trades, but on a 150K account, obviously, depending on which prop firm, your wiggle room is a little bit bigger. So, for example, if you have $4,500 of drawdown, that's not even, I mean, that's usually almost the double of a 50K account. So that means maybe I double my risk. So if I take a trade on a funded account for $200 of risk, I may go with $300 to $400 of risk on a 150K account. Don't be hypnotized with the number of 150. You know, it's a great deal because you have a bigger room to trade. That's awesome. More contracts, more profits. That's cool. But don't forget, the buying power or the real leverage is quote unquote just only $4,500 or depending on which prop firm. So don't forget that. So Alexandro Couto. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I forget what I wanted to say. Anyway, Trader Joe is free today. Yeah, so I'm just saying something. Take it or leave it. Mathematically speaking, the 50Ks are the easiest ones to go with, in my opinion. That's what I think. I'm trying to figure this out. Just curious if this one wants to go down. What was the low of this? 780.25. So I'm just curious of how far this one wants to go down. I'm kind of curious. I totally forgot something. There is an order block here on the 1 minute which picked up liquidity. Let me check the mini if there is a gap down there. I think there is one gap here at this area. Not that it's necessarily going to fill the gap, but you know. And if you look at the same area here on the micro, not this one, but this one here. So there's a gap. And I forgot to come on. So that one. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So not much to do in this price action for now. How many contracts? Well, I would say with micros, 10, 15 micros, definitely below 2 minis usually. Good morning, VIP Global. I mean, you're not blocked. You're your brain. Okay. Yeah, 50K is definitely a good choice, I think, in my opinion. It's a solid choice, I think. MB Trader, welcome. Hey, good to see you. What's happening? No, don't say that. You can't trade. You're in New York. Hey, Alessandro. Awesome. Awesome. How's the weather in New York? I'm always curious. I think it wants to reprice that that gap down there. There you go. And that was it. I don't see anything else happening. There is another order block here. And by the way, again, I do want to state this out because we talked about this. What is this? Again, a demand zone. What happened? We broke it. We broke this zone. And I was talking too much, but I didn't have an entry that I could utilize. I shouldn't have. Maybe if I would have the guts to jump into a scalp trade when this was started to drop down, That could have been a thing to do, but I didn't do it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? But anyway, it was a nice one. But the concept, the Tom Sabo concept of demand or supply zones worked out. 1 minute chart, 1 minute for scalp, but 4 micro. But yeah, that's a good size. No Tave, hello, welcome. Go 750. Yeah, maybe. 50-minute CB is, I think it's from pre-London. Let me check it. No, it's right at the London kill zone. Sorry, 2 a.m. candle. The 2 a.m. candle, which shifted down and then it got broken. And but it's still interesting. It was interesting to see as price was, going back and forth. So that was the 2 a.m. London kill zone start. Piotr. I'm sorry I'm butchering your name here, but I'm just trying to pronounce it. Piotr Nazarowicz. Piotr Nazarowicz. Welcome. I'm located in Hungary, center of Europe. So as I said yesterday, it's very convenient for me to trade the London session and also New York. In my time, it's only 10:36 a.m. for me. So I'm gonna get my lunch at my favorite place real soon. I don't even know what's today. Not far away. In Poland. Hey. Let's put aside politics and all that crap, Polish and Hungarian people are friends. That's the old saying, even since I was a kid, Even my parents told me, and I was seeing it everywhere, like Polish and Hungarians are two old friends or something like that, And by the way, Polish people are super nice. Everybody is super nice, but I was in Poland. I enjoyed it. It was awesome. So, yeah, we have this kind of saying, Jake, what was the question? I'll have to scroll back. Blink? I don't know. Do I have to? What was the question? What was the question? I don't know. I'm looking for Jake's question. I can't find it. Sometimes I miss out a chat. So. Exit 805. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, signing off. So, what I want to say is the month has almost come to an end. You know what to do at these times. Yes. You gotta make sure you load up your prop firm accounts with the best code out there. You gotta do it. You know it by heart. It's gonna make you better. It's gonna make you a much better trader and much more profits. Don't forget, use the code TomSabo at every prop firm. Thank you. Supported by YouTube. So, that being said, thank you so much for watching, everybody. This was a great session. I enjoyed it. I'll be on MyFundedFutures TV or MyFunded TV today again. It will be awesome. I'll be back for New York session on my channel. So, yeah, quite a day. And if you would like to support, some deals are ending. Apex has ended already. Check out Bulenox. Check out Funded Futures Network. Buy one, get one for free. My Funded Futures, 30% off if you're new, 50%. Lots of deals are ending today and tomorrow, so make sure to load up for next month. And again, if you consider use my code, thank you so much for the support. I'm really grateful and appreciate it to keep the channel rolling. God bless you all. I'll be back for the New York session. All right. God bless everybody. Cheers.